Hi everyone, how you doing? It's Lana and Bob. Say hi, Lana. Hi, Lana. That's very funny, Lana. Hi, Bob. Hi, everyone. She has actually a sense of humor. She's not always so serious. Anyway, this is the video you've been waiting for. Ready? Lust for Life is out. Congratulations, Lana. It's been very well received. A lot of people are really happy. Thank you, Bob. But first, I want to do a little disclaimer. This is not a reaction video. Like, okay? And it's also, it would be unfair for me to say it's a review, an unbiased review. Yeah, I'm a big Lana fan. If you click on my profile, Fred Red, and by the way, that's just the name of my YouTube channel. I'm Bob, and that's Lana. So people sometimes say, hey, Fred, in the comments. Forget it. Click on my profile and click on videos, and I've got like 40 videos of me and Lana. So obviously I come in a little biased. So this is just my feelings on the album. I knew I'd like it just because, I love Lana's beautiful voice. I made some notes, so I'll be referring to my my little notebook here. Now there's different ways to go about this. I might jump around. Some of the tracks are kind of grouped together, so I'm going to talk about them. It won't be too long. I also want to say that this isn't competition. There's no right or wrong. If I like a track that you don't like, or you have a favorite track that I haven't really talked about much, it's okay. I mean, for example, of all the Lana tracks, I'd say like maybe Burning Desire is not one of my most favorite tracks that Lana does. Just off the top of my head. Bob, you don't like Burning Desire? No. Lana, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying of all your tracks, maybe that's not my favorite. I'm just so people get the idea that we can have different opinions and it's okay. You understand? Yes, Bob, I think so. Okay, I'm glad. That's good. So I just want to make that clear. So I'm not saying I'm the definitive answer. So, first of all, maybe I should just start with the tracks that were released before Lust for Life came out. One of them was Lust for Life, Love, and the two Summer Bummer and Groupie Love. Now, I love Love. I love your voice and the kind of the direction it went. More positive than some of your other things. But I also love the video. To see you smiling, it's radiant just coming out is so beautiful. Lust for Life with The Weeknd. I like that. Your voice melts pretty well with his, and I think I mentioned that in my last video. The other two, I'm not as big a fan of Summer Bummer and Groupie Love, and it's surprisingly, I've seen online a lot of people love both of those songs. I like your parts more, I guess. I don't know, just the way it's nothing against you. You collaborated with A$AP Rocky and I don't know what's the other guy's name, Playboy, something like that. Not to put down on them, I just don't know if it meshes that well. But so those are the other ones. Speaking of collaborations, you also have two others on here. Now, there's one, Beautiful People, Beautiful Problems, with the great Stevie Nicks. Now, I got to tell you, I love this song. I absolutely love this song. When you sing, the song itself is beautiful, but when Stevie comes in, I get chills. And it's interesting, her voice, she's a lower octave and it's kind of rougher, but she has, the weight and the experience of life that, you really don't have yet just because you're younger. I mean, I'm 60. She's closer to my age. You're welcome, Stevie. She's closer to my age. But I love that song. It's really, really, really beautiful. Then after that is the song with Sean Lennon called Tomorrow Never Came. Now, I got to tell you, Lana, and we'll talk about the lyrics in a little bit. I have a little discussion to have with you. Normally, most songs, Lana songs, I don't sit and dissect the lyrics. I'm not, at my age, I'm not looking to Lana Del Rey for direction in life and my emotional content. Lana's voice and how the lyrics flow and fit and sometimes triggers things, but I don't get too obsessed with necessarily what a song is about. But this song and this First of all, the song's beautiful, and I knew, of course, John Lennon and Julian Lennon, but I didn't know. I know Sean was, and maybe if you asked me, I said maybe he does music, but I had never really heard him. And him singing on this, I was like, whoa, he's got that English accent, kind of like his dad, very Beatles-esque, but it works. And the thing that I love about this song is that concept, Tomorrow Never Came. I mean, it really chokes me up. The idea of two people, and I don't know, they were in love, they fell out of love, they were trying to get back together, and they said, we'll give it another shot. Let's meet tomorrow at that bench we used to sit on, but tomorrow never came. I mean, it's just kind of, it's very touching, and it's like tomorrow never came. Did one of them die? Did one show up and not the other show up? Did they show up at different times? In fact, today is July 26th, 2017, so I'm putting my stake in the ground. How about, what if they made a movie called Tomorrow Never Came, Sandra Bullock, Keanu Reeves, it's like a dumb love story, you know those movies, and it's called Tomorrow Never Came, and they meet, and they fall in love, and they break up, and they get back together. It's kind of not working, and they give it one last shot, and they say, let's meet at that bench. And maybe they first met on this one bench. They didn't go there all the time. But they say, okay, tomorrow we'll meet there. And maybe it's in Central Park on a Sunday, and there's lots of people. But they each forget, they think they know which bench it is, but Sandra goes like 100 yards to the left, and the Keanu goes 100 yards to the right. And there's all these people walking and jogging and bicycle riding. So they don't see each other. So they think that the other didn't show up. And then it's the end of the movie, and they both stand up and walk away, and then people in the movie theater going, no, he's right, and crying, and he's over there, she's over there, and it would become like a thing, you know. Or they could do the typical movie thing where that part ends, and then it says 5 years later, and then maybe it's a Wednesday afternoon, and Sandra Bullock is listening to the radio, and the song comes on, Tomorrow Never Came, and she just gets an idea, and she just kind of wanders to the park, and she kind of thinks that she found the bench, and she's just sitting there reflecting, and then somebody taps her on the shoulder, and she turns around, and it's Keanu. And then the credits come up, and they play the song. And then maybe you change the lyrics at the end, like, tomorrow finally came. Does that sound like a good idea, Lana? You okay, Lana? What's the matter? Oh, Bob, that's so beautiful. Lana, are you crying? Oh, my God. This is terrible. Excuse me a second. Lana, I have a tissue here. Let me wipe your eyes here. Ugh. You know, I don't like doing this. This disgusts me a little bit. Ugh. You going to be okay? Yes, Bob. Maybe I should do that. Maybe we could recall all the albums that were sold, and I'll redo the song so that at the end I do say, tomorrow finally came. And then we'll re-release it. Lana, I don't think that's a good idea. I know that's kind of in line with how your flow of releasing things, but we can't recall all the records and iTunes and all that stuff and then re-release it, okay? Yes, Bob, maybe you're right. You gonna be okay? Because I've got to, we got to keep going here. Yes, Bob, I'm okay. All right. So anyway, I really like that song. I didn't mean to go off on a whole tangent. Let's keep moving forward here. So now there's a bunch of other songs. Some I have favorites. I'll just go through these 13, particularly because of Lana's voice. 13 Beaches I really like, and towards the back end she does a lot of things with her voice I love. The same with In My Feelings. She does, when she says In My Feelings, voice. Cherry I like, and I like kind of, even though I frown on Lana cursing, she says bitch a few times, and it's kind of very Lana Del Rey, but it works. I like that song. White Mustang was not my favorite on the album, I must say. And I know some other people too, they really like that one. That's fine. I maybe have to listen some more. Because I want to get to some other things. Oh, Heroin. Heroin is great. I mean, there's great imagery in there, and I was talking about the lyrics, but it really, really good. And the second half, the way it builds, I mean, it's really, I like that song. Change is more of a straightforward, beautiful Lana Del Rey song. That one I like too. Get Free, the last song on the album, I like that, and I love. I wasn't sure. I think it's your vocals. You do these kind of backup, kind of yelling, kind of not yelling, but these kind of backup girl group. I read vocals, and I love that. I would love to hear more of that, Lana. I mean, I like the. I don't know who does it. The Shirelles. My boyfriend's back and it's gone. Anyway, so I'd like to have. I don't know if that relates to this song, but I like that the kind of almost girl group sound. All right, so now I know there's a couple I haven't talked about because there's two songs that I think are my favorites. I mean, actually, Beautiful People, Beautiful Problems, Tomorrow Never Came are among my favorites. But God Bless America, I mean, the latter part of the song, the way it is great, the way it builds, but your voice, when you say God Bless America, this kind of deep, thick, it reminds me, is it Radio on Born to Die? The very opening sequences on Born to Die, your voice is very thick and kind of fluid. I mean, if that's possible, but I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just love the way you say God Bless America. Your voice makes me crazy. I mean, I can just listen all day. So that I love. But the next song, I say the peak of the album, and I'm surprised. I look on iTunes, and this was popular, but not as popular, is When the World Is at War. This song, I got to tell you, Lana. First of all, a lot of people say or think that you have a 60s sound, a 70s sound. And really, in my mind, it's more just your sensibility. You kind of retro lyrics and your look. But a lot of your music really does not sound like music from the 60s or the 70s. This song could be like a theme song from a movie in the 60s. And I don't know if it's a love story movie or maybe a secret agent movie, but I mean, this song is astonishingly brilliant. And there's a few parts which are more modern, where you go, I don't know, shake it up, put your hands up in the air, something like that. That's much more contemporary. But the whole song, I mean, I've listened to it over and over. It is literally brilliant. I'm just floored at how great this song is. And it's not a big deal to you guys out there, and gals, listen to it a few times. I mean, I'm completely blown away. That to me is one of the best songs in the album. Except you do say the F word, which we're going to have a little talk with. So overall, as far as the album goes, I think it's fantastic. I mean, I really love it. 16 songs, a bit much. For me, I don't mind, but as far as, outside of Lana fans or people maybe who like female vocalists, it might be tough for them to go like, oh my God, this goes on and on and on and on. But I love it. One thing though, Lana, and I've discussed this in my other videos, and I had a video where I talked about, I would love for you to write, like, I'm going to reiterate, 10 songs that don't have to do with my baby, my love, don't have cursing in them, don't reference Hollywood icons. You have so many references. In fact, there was another video, I think it was New Musical Express, they have these hosts talking, and mentioned all the references you have. It's more like song references, say Tiny Dancer, and I mean, there's just a ton of them. Lay Lady Lay, video games. I mean, just goes on and on and on, which is fine, but I'd love for you to write some different kind of things. Bob, I told you I don't write the songs. Uh-oh, here we go. I've told you this before. I just have this ability to get into this space, this quiet space. And I don't know if I'm deep within myself or 1,000 light years away. But I become like a vessel, a channel, like an aqueduct, guiding water into pipes and giving it direction. Or maybe the walls of buildings of a huge city or a huge maze, and I channel the wind. Or maybe I'm like a copper wire that's 1,000 miles long, that's like a huge antenna picking up data from the universe and delivering it to the circuit boards of space and time. Lana, I gotta stop you. I apologize. I don't mean to be rude or curt, but we can't do this. I can't sit here with you for 6 hours while you talk about your muse and your creative spirit. I mean, I've been with you before. You just go on and on. Okay, I get it. I surrender. When you were born, God touched you across the neck and gave you that beautiful voice, and then he touched your heart and gave you that creative spirit. Okay? I understand. Out there, look, I apologize. I shouldn't get mad at Lana like that, but she'll just go on and on and on and on. So you're right. You know what? I just have to let go. You do whatever. You're Lana Del Rey, so however you want to do the songs, that's got to be fine with me. You're not mad at me, Lana. I apologize. I shouldn't have gotten mad at you like that. Or I wasn't mad. I just shouldn't have cut you off like that. That's okay, Bob. I know you love me, and I love you too. Oh, is that the sweetest? Oh, how lucky am I? Come here, let's purr. Come on. Oh. Oh, Lana, that is so sweet. Am I the luckiest guy in the world? Thank you, Lana, because I felt bad for a second. Remember when you performed at Amoeba like 5 years ago? That's one of the greatest clips of all time. I think it's Without You. At the end you go, I love you. I really do. Oh, that's how I feel right now.
I love you. I really do. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the clip. And speaking of Amoeba, today you played out in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, at the Amoeba Record Store. Is that unbelievable? I mean, how iconic. When you sang when you first coming out after Born to Die and all that nonsense and SNL and everything, and now 5 years later you sing, and I can't believe it. The kids there were probably going apeshit. I mean, I couldn't get off work, and I live on the other side of the country, so it was a little difficult for me to get there. So hopefully I'll see you soon. You keep coming up with these concerts, Lana. I'd like to have like a tour and have an idea of a date like a few months away. Not like tomorrow you're playing in Boston. So, but if you are, I'll go. Because I think you just announced a couple of shows, one in San Diego and one in Anaheim. And you're doing some in England, just off the cuff. But that's how Lana rolls, baby. Right, bitch? Not you, Lana. I'm just, I'm trying to act cool here. Okay. So, Lana, congratulations on the record. Thank you, Bob. I think it's outstanding. It really is. And I think your fans are very pleased. So why don't you take us out? So what do we always say? Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. And always remember, God loves you, Bob loves you, and I love you. Bye. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next time. Bye. Oh.